Morning, Kim. How are you today? Lovely to see you. Oh, I tell you what, it's warm already today, and we haven't even, what is it, 9:30? So very warm already. So what are we going to do today? Well, we're going to continue with our big little things just to see how we go with those. I've done the elephant and I've done the panda. So I've got a manatee and a hippo left to go. So I've got an idea for today. And then I might do something else if I have time to do two. Hi, Monique. How are you? Oh, I would love to be cooler. Okay, this is weird. You're all coming up um, with your numbers and your @ sign, which is weird because we haven't had that before on here. So that's so good morning, Roz. Who else have I got on here? Now I've got to try and work out who everybody is. Monique, Kim, Roz. I think that's it for the moment. Oh, I would love some cool weather. I love winter because I can always get warm. But in the heat here in the summer, especially the humidity, which I'm feeling right now, it's very difficult to. My husband's just chucked a load of stuff in the bin, and then he looked at me and laughed. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it, Roz? I don't know why it's happening. I don't like it. Hi, Sue. How are you this morning? Good to see you. We were just discussing the fact that now you're not coming up as your names anymore. You're coming up as your @ and then a number. So the other good thing, found the lippy this morning, found the bag that had the makeup bag in it. Not that I wear a lot of makeup, but yeah, so there we go. Alrighty. You saw me jump. I didn't even know he was here. I didn't know he was back over this side. I thought he was still over the other side. Alrighty, so my name's Lorraine. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the Fraser Coast area of Queensland in Australia. Hi, Leslie. How are you? I can help you anywhere in Australia with your stamping needs, your cardstock, your designer series paper, anything like that. I can help you with. Good morning, Suzanne. Good morning, Lynn. Yes, so everything I'm using today, as far as I know, is current. So if you're wanting to go shopping, I have, here we go, I have a QR code there. It's really hard to do that. You had a power outage yesterday. Oh, that's not good. That's right, Leslie. You don't get the broken hill. You don't get the humidity out there, do you? We used to. I used to live up north in Western Australia, in Carnarvon up there, and yeah, it was a dry heat, and it would get up to 40, 42 degrees, and the only thing you had to worry about there was the red dust storms that Mum used to have to get her washing out early in the morning, so that for what? Money. How much? I don't know yet. I'll be back. 2 seconds. Sorry. I haven't. There's 122 in some book, but I haven't, and there's only about 13 in the other one. I haven't got time now to change it. Oh, okay. It just says no guide turned up. Oh, okay. All right. No, that's okay. He apologizes. Sorry, he has to ask me a question. Red dust? Yeah. Dry heat's great. I don't mind dry heat at all. Hi, Daphne. How are you this morning? Good to see you. So lovely of you all to pop on. Yeah, so today is the day that we hand the keys in. So we've got the gardener going in, the mower people. They're going in to mow, and because I swapped money from accounts, my husband didn't know which account he could use to draw money from. Oh dear. So after today, there'll be no more going over there. It will be just here, and I can get myself a little bit more sorted than I already am. He could at least. I don't think you want that, Roz. No, he's at the moment he's shirtless, and he's, like I said, it's very humid, so he's not pleasant. Oh, are you, Leslie, going for the 40s this weekend? Yeah, I was saying Mum used to have to get her washing out on the line about 5:30 in the morning, and then get it in again by about 6:30 or 7:30, early-ish, because then the dust would start and the washing would end up red. So yeah, it was a case of getting everything on the line, off the line, and in the house before the dust storm started. So I really don't mind dry heat, but yeah, this heat here, it's very oppressive when it gets as humid as it is today, and I think we've got it coming for a while. So there we go. That's the joys of living in Australia. I mean, I like the cold because, like I said, I can always get warm, but I do have an air conditioner, so I can put that on. It's just, yeah. All right, so let's get on with this morning, because if I can, I want to make 2 cards, but to start off with, it will just be 1. So this will be the end of this. Hi, Barbara. Lovely to see you. This will be the end of the big little things, and I'm hoping that by the end of today, I'll have convinced some of you that it's not as bad. You detest the Florida weather? Is that 10 centigrade? Is that all Celsius? I mean, anyway, I'm going to go down to the desk. Let me pop down. There we go. Now, I checked on my video yesterday, and it seemed like I was doing a lot off the desk. So what I've done is I've sort of zoomed out a little bit so that there's a bit more room, and you can see more, especially if I put my hands down. So the first one I'm going to do this morning is very basic, but it's going to incorporate all the little animals, and that way then I can't say, oh, but I haven't done this one or I haven't done that one. So I'm just going to do a 5 3/4 by 8 card. 5, and now we'll see if we can get this right today, shall we? 5 3/4 by 8, and I think I've got that right. I'll try and keep an eye on the chat while I'm doing this, and I'm just going to fold that in half. You know, remember yesterday when I had red everywhere? Look, and I can't get it off. It's annoying when that happens. So let me close this up because I want another layer, and I thought I might just do it in cloud cover because it'll just give a slight difference, but not too much. So this one's going to be 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. by 5.5. So far, so good. That's okay, Kim. Oh, how lovely that you're having a, thank goodness for replays. Hey, I mean, I've been watching all of Suzanne's later because I haven't been able to what have I missed? Okay, I've missed something, but that's okay. Yes, well, that one is, I know what you mean now. That one is that one, but thankfully that side is still good. It's just that side's got the little, eventually it will come off. So I'm not overly worried. Now I'm just going to grab my scrap white because what I want is 4 squares, and I've got to try and work out what size squares I want. So probably let me fiddle, maybe. No, they're going to have to be 1 3/4, I think, by 1 3/4. And now I have to see, and I don't think this is going to work because that is not going to be big enough for one of those stamps. So I'll do it a different way. Yeah, these are about 2 by 2.5 or something or the other. So let me have a little look. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get that. Oh, it's only just too small, but that's okay. What I'll do instead is I'm just going to do another piece, which will be 3.5 by 5.25. So let me do that. So what's that? 3.5. So that would be 1 3/4 would be. How big was that? I think I'm going to have to do it this way because what my plan is, I'm going to have, or maybe I'm not. This one I'm just going to do with 2. So I'm going to do the hippo because we haven't done him yet. And I'm going to do the manatee. Now, they're both sort of water animals. So I'm going to put this through the embossing folder. Hang a bit over. Yeah, I think it would hang over just a little bit too much though. For that one, let me see, where's my wavy? I must separate my, there it is. So swirly. I must separate, I've got my dies that I use all the time in with my embossing folders, and I really must change that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this through here, which is going to give me that swirly sort of water effect, hopefully. Let me see. Oh, I had to use my muscles this morning. I was out gurneying the patio with my husband yesterday, and then we were scrubbing because, believe me, they're quite strict here when you move out. Everything's got to look absolutely perfect or you lose your bond. And unfortunately, the landlady that we have at the moment was one of those people that when you first moved in there, she was lovely and wanted you to do this and that and help yourself to this and do that and blah, blah. And then she changed. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do sort of one side of this dark, and then I'm going to gradually have it go lighter and lighter. And I'm probably not even going to put any more ink on the brush than is on there at the moment. So I just want it to sort of end up pretty clear at one side. Isn't it great how this brings out the colour just on the embossed bits? Okay, so I wanted it to sort of ombre a bit. Darker at one end. There we go. Where's my card base? There. So I'm just going to put it. Okay, I've cut that a bit big. Why didn't someone yell at me? Let me see. I want it at 5.5. So I'm just going to do the 2 layers today rather than the 3. So that'll sit on there like that. That's the plan. And then I'm going to stamp two of these that I haven't used yet, and then I will cut round them. I think that's probably the easiest way to go about it, so that I get, as far as the idea, oh no, that's all right, it'll work, I think. All right, let me pop those onto here. I'm just going to do them in the basic grey, because both of them are that sort of colour, aren't they? So let me just do the hippo. Well, he's rather cute. So now, if I'd have been sensible, see, he could have gone on that bit, but that's a crumply bit. Okay, let me do it onto here. And then I'll cut these out. So there's the hippo. And there's the manatee. Aren't they gorgeous? So what I'm thinking is, I'm just going to cut those off of there for now. Make sure I'm not cutting any bottoms. Great. So that's that. And then I'll have a look at that next bit in a minute. I'm just going to quickly cut these out, and it doesn't look as though there's quite so many. Yes, it does look nice with the blending brush. Have I missed anybody? Nicole. Hi, Nicole. How are you? I don't know if you watched Amanda this week. I just couldn't even keep my eyes open. I just could not keep my eyes open. So I had to go to bed. We'd been so busy during the day. But I did watch the replay. And if anyone's looking at doing some little boxes for anything, like for Christmas or something like that, these are tiny. They're for putting sweets in or chocolates or something like that. But what is she? She's Inspired Inkin, and she's in the UK. And she chats a fair bit to start with, so if it's not something you like, you can whiz past that bit if you watch the replay. I usually watch her on a Tuesday night. Tuesday night's my late night, and I watch her and I watch Iced Images. Both, oh yeah, they're both from the UK. And but yeah, this week I was so tired. Hi Holly, how are you this morning? Okay, just going around. This one's a little bit easier. So actually I haven't watched many replays, but what I did notice was Jay and Barry are actually back on, and I like watching them too. So it was good to see them back. Michael's card art hasn't been on for a little while, so it'll be good to see him back as well. Alrighty, so we have that, and then we have these two creatures. I don't know whether to just put them on there like that, or whether to. So that is 5.5. So let me do that. So what's that? 2 3/4 is half, is it? Is my maths working? No, probably not. Easy way to find out, Lorraine. Here we go. Let's pop that there. Yeah, 2 3/4. Okay. Now, I think these might be a bit big, but that's all right. We can reduce them down a bit. So I was going to put one there and one there, but they're going to be too big. So I'm just going to reduce them down by 1/4 inch each side. I hate it when I have an idea in my head and then it doesn't fit what I've... Is that going to fit on there? So that one could fit there. And then this, that wasn't him. What did I do? I took 1/4 inch, didn't I? 1/4 inch off of that side. And 1/4 off that side. And I could put one up there and one there. And I think that once again, it would be good if they were facing different ways, but that's okay. I'm happy with that. So maybe I'll just take another. Let me see. I might be doing my dash here, but we'll see. Another 1/4 inch, because I'd like these to be a tad smaller. Still going to fit. Oh, yes, look at that. And I'm going to have little bits of paper all over the place. Now I've got a stupid message saying that my antivirus has expired. Okay. Why is that one wrong? It's not. It's right. So pop one there like so, one there like so, and then I thought I'd put something in the middle there with what do we think? Do we like that? I might just do the edge of that with blue. Hi Glenda, how are you this morning? Lovely to see you. Okay, let me get my, I don't know what that, I think it's more of a misty moonlight. So let me use that, and I'll just go, oh, they actually don't look too bad, do it just like that, do they? What do we think? Do we want them straight on there like that but popped up, or do we want the white squares underneath them? What do you think? While you're thinking about it, I will just put an edge on these white squares. Oh, okay. Is everybody there? I disappeared there for a minute. I don't know if I did for you, but I did for me. Without squares? You like them on the water? Okay, that will save me doing that. So that's pretty cool. And then I thought I'd lost everybody then. Pop up, no white. Yep, sounds like a plan. So we will pop up, no white. I might just, because I can now, just do a little bit of extra around the edge of here. Just to make it that bit darker, just to give it that, because I don't like white on white sort of thing, you know what I mean? So just a little bit around there, just to make this stand out a bit when we put it on the white background. Like that. Okay, so we're going to pop them up. I want him at the top, actually. Let's get the dimensionals. You have a great time, Kim. Enjoy your get-together. So lovely, isn't it, when you get to have a get-together with your family and your friends and everybody. I could use those bits today. Let's have a look and see what I'm going to do. So we've got this fellow. Now that we've ascertained that this is what the sailors thought were mermaids, I find it hard to call them fellas. I just want that. I think I just want him sort of sitting like that. And then this one, I haven't pushed that down yet, so we can change it. And then this one, he can just be sitting there. Yeah, the background sort of would have taken away from the swirly bit, wouldn't it? After I'd done it, I was like, ooh. And then have him sitting here like this. So I think that think that works. Now I want to put so that's going to sit on the back card base like that. So it's going to be quite a simple card. Or I could take a bit more off of there. Let me have a look at that. And then I could put that blue underneath that I was originally going to put just to... Okay, let's try it. So if I take, this is a bit silly, but anyway. What are you doing, Lorraine? I take a 1/4 of an inch off of there, and that still has him. Then that will sit there with a border, which I quite like. And then we can put that on there. Now we're going to put, do we like the, what do we call that one? The cloud one? Or should we put something brighter? Maybe something a bit brighter? Any ideas behind there? Let me think. Blue, blue, blue. We could put something like... I've got in my blues here. Anything big? Sure. So behind there, we could put something like, this is just because that's not actually big enough, Secret C. Or we could go with, not Secret C. No, it's not. That's not Secret C. That's, what is that one? Night of Navy. And we could go with that one, which is, what do we think? Blueberry. I don't even think I've got blueberry. Let me have a look in one of these and see if there's a blueberry colour. No, that's Night of Navy. Let me have a look in this one. I've got some mixed packs here where I've used I've got that, which I think is Azure Afternoon, a dark one. Yeah. Is that Blueberry Bushel? Oh, I think that is. That's Blueberry Bushel. That would look nice, wouldn't it? Let's go with that. It's in a mixed pack, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's from the 2023 new core colors. So, yeah. Let's change that piece then and put this. The dark will work, yeah. We will just do this one. I'll put a little note on it. I think this is Blueberry Bushel. You're a nincompoop, right? Okay, start again. We'll go 3 3/4. There won't be much of it left by the time I finish hacking it about, will there? 3 3/4, line 5 1/2. And we can pop that. Oh yes, I think that sets it off, don't you? I think that looks great. Beautiful. Let me get rid of some of these bits that I've got here. So my dog now, I say to her in the mornings, you're going to come in with me while I talk to the ladies? And she's in here. She's like, yeah, I'm in. All right. So I'm going to stick this down onto here. I think it is. I'm not sure, Sue. It looks like it. Well, when I put it up against, I cheated so that you couldn't see me. But what I did was I put it up against there. So I've got blueberry bushel in the ink, but not. So I think that is it. What am I doing? That's right. I'm going to stick this onto here now. So Mum's gone shopping with my brother this morning. She hasn't popped on. So by putting the two, it looks good. By putting the two onto this card, just making sure I picked up the right piece, that gets all four of them done. All four of the animals, which I'm quite pleased about. So one of my new ladies got really excited yesterday because I was telling her, I said, have you had a look? No, I haven't had a look yet. I said, you need to have a look. She goes, why? She goes, I've got all this stuff. She said, my box has arrived. I haven't opened it yet. I think, what? Not unheard of in my case, but anyway. So anyway, she said, I will have a look at it over the weekend. I mean, she works full time as well. And she said, well, I don't think I want to hear about it unless there's anything to do with horses. Well, that was it. I just got the giggles then. And she goes, don't tell me there is. I said, there is. You'll want it. She goes, oh, I've got to have a look now. So she went, she was off to have a look at the new one that I think it's called something bridal. And it's in the online exclusives, I think. The new one's coming in that we can have a look at. That'll be coming out in January. So yeah. Now what I thought I might do is put a circle somewhere here with the sentiment on. So now that I've cut that up into lots of pieces, I'll do that. So I wanted to do, where's my squircles? Here they are. So I think because we've got a bit of a space there, I might be able to get like that one and then have the sentiment in that one, because I was going to put on there little things can mean a lot, and I'm pretty sure it'll fit. What do we think? And I'll do the blue and the white again. And I will do the stamping in blueberry bushel. Okay, so I want to do the largest circle out of here. Put your number 2 plate back in, Lorraine. It is a pretty colour, isn't it? I do like that. Maybe, actually on the 20th, I'm sort of hanging out putting an order in until the 25th, because especially for things like this, and I also want to get some more blends, so it's just holding out a little bit, people, just holding out. And then what I will do is I'll start using some of the new stuff again, but just at the moment what I've got is what you're going to see. I do have, I'm thinking next week I could do a week of mixed stuff, doing, you know, different bits and pieces. So I think that will go on there nicely. Or I could do another theme week, and I have, where is that? I do have this one. So I could, blue's your favorite color. Good night, Monique. Yeah. So I don't know if I'd get a whole week out of that, but I could try. And now I can't see where I put my other one of those. It'll be around here. So there it is. So what would you prefer? Would you prefer a week of mixed, or would you prefer a week of just one bundle? If I can get a week out of it. I mean, I'm not always able to do that. Or if you've got any other, you know, if you've got anything that you would like me to do, just let me know. And if I can do it, I will. If I can't, well, then I will let you know. I'm not too proud to let you know I can't do something, because we all learn different things at different times. Blueberry bushel. There we go. So we're going very blue today, aren't we? Just going to stamp that one. Little things can mean a lot. And I'm going to stand up for this. And dog, if you lay that close to my chair. Oh, look at that. That is so cute. I like that. And I'm going to lift that up. Let me just put a couple of these. On here. Mixed is fine. You like mixed stuff? Okay. We'll do a mixture of some bits and pieces. I suppose with doing, when you do like a series, I suppose it would be called, I don't know. You've got at least a starting idea of where you're going to go. However, that doesn't mean it always works out the way that I'm going to stick this, ooh, not with that great big piece, I'm not. I was going to say I was going to stick this up as well, so that we've got that bit of height in there. I'll tell you what we haven't had happen while we've been on. We haven't had a train go by. So there is a train line right at the bottom of our yard here, our garden. And, but it's the main train line between where they fix them and where they keep them. Oh, that's cute. And we probably get maybe one a week or something. I think since we've actually been here, I think we've had about 2 or 3, that's all. Okay, so looks okay, doesn't it? So we think. And then I'll just pop this. I won't get another one done, so I'm glad I chose to do this first. And pop that on there. Listen to that wagtail going off. We have a huge tree at the bottom of the garden, and it's got a beautiful bench seat underneath it, and it's just beautiful down there. and you just rake it, and because nothing grows under there, so you can just rake it. And I love it, absolutely love it. And you get all the birds in the trees. Now it's funny because someone said to me once, if you put owl ornaments in, you won't get um, bird life. I have 2 owl ornaments, and they are. That's not going to be wide enough. Oh, yes, it is. 3 3/4. And I still get and the same at the other house. We had the bird life as well. 3 3/4 by 5.5. So this is just for the insert now. And then I will do 5 1/4 by 3.5. Let me see if I've got that. 3.5. Oh, yeah, it should be right. By 5 1/4. Well in. Well in. So this is for the insert. What will I do for the insert? Maybe just do a bit of this around the edge. I think that'll work because we've got that on the front. There we go. That looks okay. You like that one? The bird sounds pretty. Some of the birds here are very squawky. When my brother-in-law and sister-in-law used to come out, when the galahs and the white cockatoos flew over, squawking. She used to call them, my sister-in-law called them pterodactyls. Oh, she says the pterodactyls are out. Because, of course, in England, the birds all tweet. Most of them anyway, except the seagulls. And the seagulls over there are huge. Huge compared to our seagulls. Oops. And that is the insert. Now, do you realize, I did not realize this, but out of this whole lot that I've used, that I've done, I didn't use any DSP. It's all been die cut and stamped. So that's the card. Now I'm going to have a look and see whether we've got any. So I wouldn't mind putting a little bit of bling on, but it's going to be difficult to match the blue. But I do have these. So I'm thinking just a couple of these on there wouldn't hurt. I don't know whether to do the Misty Moonlight or the Secret Sea. Yeah, I was amazed, Holly. Like, no DSP. So, what do we think with this? Should we go with the? I don't want to do the cloud cover. We do have the white. There's the Misty Moonlight, or there's the Secret Sea. Do you think we go darker or lighter? And I was wondering if our animals need a little bit of, I wonder what they look like. Is that a new one? A little bit of, might be one of the empty ones. Let's try this one. Maybe just a little. Oh, that's not working. Oh, yes, this one's working. So we can put a little bit of wink, I think, just across their back. Oh, yeah, it has come out. So that it looks like they're a little bit wet. What do we think? Come on, come down. Just pop a bit of that. Ah, now it's flowing. It wasn't flowing before. And then just a little bit around here. They've been swimming. They've got wet. There we go. I think I'm going to go with this. I'm just going to go with these darker ones, and I'm just going to put, I might just put one up there. And maybe starfish, you see, starfish. And then maybe one there. And because I don't want to put too much on there, so, and one there. And I think that will do. So there we go. There's our card for today. Thank you, Lynn. Thanks, everybody. So that wraps up the week with our big little things. So yes, it's probably one of the ones that was least noticed. I don't know, sometimes I feel like I just want a challenge, and so that's what I did with that one. So let me just pop these out. So that's today's card. That was our first card with the panda. And then the next day we changed the panda into like a baby's card. Then we went on to the elephant, and we made our golden black elephant with that in the middle. Then yesterday we did elephants again, but we put them on more of a scene. So that was our one yesterday. And then today we changed it up again, and we did the manatee and the hippo. Okay, so that is the 5 cards, but we've got all 4 of the animals on them. So I'll just come up now to the top. Okay, alrighty. So I'm really quite pleased with you know, I'll say our achievements, because you all help as well. It's not just me. For this week with this set. They are really cute, and I mean, you know, I think these 2 are probably the hardest. Oh, sorry, you can't see it now, can you? These 2 are probably the hardest to put on a card, but with all the others, I think it's not too hard at all. What I was thinking of doing as well, and I may do it if I get a chance, is taking like the elephant and the panda, and even the other 2, and cutting them out in really different colors, like pink, blue, green, orange, red, whatever, and then sort of bunching them up on a background so that it looks like a children's toy pile. And do it that way. Definitely the elephant, you can certainly do that in pink or blue, as a baby card, and you know, you can do the other ones as well. There's nothing to stop us. Thank you so much, Nicole. All right, I'm going to love you all and leave you now because I'm going to go and help my husband. And I will see you all again on Monday at 9:30. I might come on Sunday evening. I'll see how I go, or sometime on Sunday. I Yeah, I think it would look okay, Holly. So I may come on Sunday evening. I'm not sure. It just depends whether, and if I do, I'm going to do the, oh, it's down here on the desk somewhere. Remember I showed you yesterday or the day before these stitched? I might, no, can't find it at the moment. I know it's here somewhere. The stitched card, and I'll do most of it. It just depends on whether I get enough time to do the start of it so that I'm not boring you stupid with me sitting here stitching. Okay, so that's it from me. You all have a lovely weekend, and we will all chat soon. Take care of you and yours, and I'll see you Monday.